Welcome, everybody, to the fifth show of Streamers in Progress, the small
Jazz hands.
streamer podcast for small streamers by small streamers. We're working out that
That
catchphrase. It's getting worse every week.
Eventually we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Right?
we'll get there. I'll say something, it'll be written down, and I'll read it, and it'll make sense.
I need to make that checklist for you, man.
Say a phrase consistently every week. But today we've got a couple things on the plate today. One is our experience with audio blunders. What has gone wrong with?
I didn't even notice when you put in the agenda. I can't hear you. I love that.
Because it happens a lot. And then something that I've recently discovered, thanks to Buns, chat commands. What they are, what makes a good one, how they work in slobs, I'm not calling you slob, and stream elements, and how you can really use them to enhance your stream. But
Yes.
I will pass it off to my friend BunsOfBread. By the way, BunsOfBread, Mr. Laggy. That's who we
You
are.
know where to find us.
And information below for you YouTubers. But
Yes.
yeah, take it away. Get us the
All right.
updated news.
Getting worse every week. Thanks, Eliza. I appreciate it. Leggy is full of these clippable moments, I swear.
I'm a walking meme, it looks like.
Apparently. So, all right, news for this week, for the week of November 11th. Veterans Day for you US people. So there's that, I guess. So news for this week. The level up system from last week was to watch a VOD of a recent stream and then come with some topics of discussion, things that you learn from watching your VOD. So we'll start with that. We'll start with Laggy and I, and then if there's anyone in the chat that was able to accomplish that, I know most of you are fairly new here right now, so don't worry about it. There's a level up goal every week, and then we kind of talk about it the following week. So we'll start with mine, since I'm already talking and rambling. So I did one of my early VODs from last week. Like, I think it was Tuesday after last week's SIP episode. And I was playing Dragon Age 2. And this was when I had my old mic, so I actually need to go and watch some more with my new mic that I just got. And I realized that for my RPG streams, my webcam is way too big. Like, it takes up probably the bottom, like, fourth of the screen, even though I don't want it to. It's a little bit weird how I have it placed, because with RPGs, there's always like the bar across the bottom that has all your abilities and everything. So I don't really have it shoved in a corner. I have it close to the bottom right side. So basically where there's like the thank you for your support section of SIP, that's where my webcam is, plus a little bit more. But it's about that placement. And I realize that's way too big. You can't see half the shit that's going on in the stream. Because with RPGs, like, I feel like all of the screen real estate needs to get used as much as it can be. But I don't want to put it like in the top left, because that covers up the character portraits. I don't want to put it in the bottom corners, because that covers up my abilities. I don't want to put it in the top right corner, because that's where they put the mini map. So it's just kind of like sitting in this weird spot. And I realized that if I make it a little bit smaller, you can still see me fairly well, but also be able to see more of the action, which is really what I feel like a lot of people come into RPGs to see, is the conversations that are happening between the characters and the action that's happening and everything like that. So that was the main thing that I learned from that VOD. I need to watch more of them, and that's the entire point of this, is to get you to do more things like that. So I adjusted that. I need to go back and then listen to my new microphone, because other people have said that it's fine, but I need to listen to it for myself and see if I need to adjust anything, and make new audio filters and things like that, which audio filters will be discussed next week. So, Laggy, what was yours like?
Well, I took a slightly different approach, because I bore myself. Which is one thing to learn.
That's true.
But instead of just going like hammering out like a couple hours of one episode, I would be
so explain your stream schedule a little bit for the new members here.
Sure.
So I'm part-time. First off, I only stream for maybe 3 hours max every night.
Yes, and I have tried to cut down. I like a full-time job here, and so for those of you who are new, I had quit my job and started streaming. I had no basis under me to support this, so I'm doing my 9 to 5 with streaming and figuring out how to stream. So typically, I try and stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 to 5:30, but that's one of the things I've been learning as I've watched these VODs is I burn out. So at the beginning of the stream, I don't have a lot of people. I'm still talking, and I got a little bit of energy going on, but there's just not enough people to really sustain it. So by the time I get to the end of my shift, when I've actually got viewers later in the day, I'm burned out. I'm frustrated.
Right.
When I get tired, I get angry, and I play games that I die consistently in, and it makes me mad. And I can see like my viewership go down as I get mad. So it's something I really got to cut back on the amount of time I stream each day, and make sure that the times that I'm on are consistent quality. It's not wavering. It's not depleting as the day goes on.
Right.
So that was a tough one. And to do that, I just kind of watched 15 minutes in the beginning of one, 15 in the middle, 15 at the end. And I did that with a couple of them. And
okay. So you watched multiple VODs, little snippets of each one.
Including last week's show, because I felt tired last week.
Right.
And I could see it in myself because I streamed all day. And that's not good for this either. So yeah, that was the main thing. And just lighting. I need light over here on my face. I look like Two-Face. Evil side.
Vixen says, I tip my hat off to people who work and stream.
Right?
Yeah, it's hard, man, but it's enjoyable when it works out. I like it. And laggy Eliza calls you a cheater.
For what? I'm talking here. I don't see. One of the rules about being in chat when Laggy's talking is he doesn't remember the things he says. So when there's comments about him, I go, bah.
She's calling you a cheater because you didn't watch all of one VOD.
Oh, I see.
You get half the XP.
Half the XP.
You get 2.5
hold
points.
on. It was the amount of time. I got the amount of time in. It just wasn't on one single. I think it's more efficient.
So
what's up?
Of our community in the Discord server, we had 7 people complete the challenge this week, which is the most we've ever had.
And I clicked it.
Hot five for the Dark Souls behind you. I love some Souls, but why is there a chicken turkey? Well, all right. So, side note on this scam artist. So, I assume we're talking about wrong way. That hat. So, I actually bought this almost a year ago. I was going to my aunt was hosting Thanksgiving for the year, and I was going there, and my cousin, who is fairly close in age to me, she's like maybe a year and a half, 2 years younger. It was actually just the end of the 1 year anniversary of this, but she got in a bad car accident. She was driving back from somewhere on a 2-lane highway, so just one going each direction, and in the back roads of Indiana, and someone crossed the line and hit her and everyone in her car head on. She wasn't driving; she was in the passenger seat. So I got the hat to walk in and wearing because it was my aunt. It was her daughter that got in the car accident. So I walked into Thanksgiving about 3 weeks later after the accident, wearing the hat to basically cheer everyone up. I walk in wearing this stupid hat that barely fits me, by the way. Like, okay, I'm going to take my headphones off so I won't be able to hear anything, but you guys can see how little this fits. So you can see this. I have a large head and this barely fits. PSR for making the stream go off topic. No, don't worry about it.
That's what we do.
That's what we do here. It makes it more fun. So I walked in wearing this and looking like the biggest idiot ever, but it got everyone's spirits up a little bit, and I've just held on to it since. So it's a little circulation restricting glove, exactly. So it just sits behind me. I like hats. I also have this Santa Claus hat up here that I'll probably wear at some point when it gets closer to the holidays. I like goofy hats like that anyway. So but back to the level up system, and I love tangents. Everyone will figure that out. I love tangents, so it's not a big deal. We had 7 people complete the level up goal this week. We had Rev, me, Eliza, Gingy, Way Warrior, Crazy K, and Mr. Laggy. Mr. Laggy even remembered to check it off this week.
Hey, I'm getting better.
So
it was 10 minutes ago,
but you still did it. Okay. So okay, never mind. No. I just about checked it. So anyone in the chat that did that, like we got Genji in here and Eliza, anything that you guys feel that you notice needs to get improved by watching your VODs? Eliza, I know that you had a couple things. You didn't share them with me, but I know you said it was hard to watch. So oh, and I got a clip of me in that stupid hat. That's exactly what I need in my life. Oh man. So anyone in the chat that has anything that they want to let everyone know about, because that's the whole thing about this, is sharing those experiences, because I'm sure there's someone else that has similar issues. It's going to be the most viewed clip now. It probably will be. First off, the logo I display took up way too much room. I shrunk that down. Good. And that's kind of the same thing that I was having with my webcam, is I felt like it was conflicting with what I was trying to actually show, which was the gameplay.
Yeah. Which is why I went back to green screen. It's because I wanted more of the screen on there.
I was actually laughing hysterically at my VOD. Well, that's good. Well, okay, so for you, what's something that you liked so much? If you're perfect and you don't need to improve anything, what was perfect?
And can I do it on my stream?
I think our most viewed clip right now is the soft white clip.
I think so. That's been passed around a lot.
By a lot. But it's so funny.
It's good. Especially right here. That's a soft white. Boy.
So that's kind of our news so far for the week. We'll, as people type in the chat what they learned from their VODs, we'll discuss that. But did I miss anything laggy on the news?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Obviously we put these up on YouTube every week. Rev's episode is already up from last week. That went up Thursday, I believe.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to see, most of you already know Rev, but if you don't, he's a slightly bigger streamer than us. And he's just a great guy to talk with. We had him on the show last week. All right, so Eliza says, no, I definitely need to improve on my lighting and audio, but it's not much I can control, but I liked how I was able to keep the conversation with the chat for the whole 3 hours. That is good and hard to do, in my experience.
Yeah, especially doing what you're doing. You're cooking.
It's so unique, and like you can so easily get distracted, I feel like.
Right.
And just being able to like multitask like that.
And then
stop pizzas. And then Gingy says, I knew my audio wasn't great, but one important thing was that my mic was too quiet. So I was grateful I was able to fix that yesterday with you buns along with the other things. Perfect. That's what we're here for. For those of you that don't know, which I don't think anyone does, Gingy came into my chat last night while I was playing Dragon Age, maybe 2 nights ago, whenever that was. And I was telling him about audio filters and stuff because he was trying to figure out something that he could work on that day. And we started talking about audio filters, and he found the noise suppression that cut out some static that he was getting in his microphone. So just simple little things like that can really go a long way to improving your audio, which will be discussed next week after I do some more research and test some things for ourselves. because I do not want to give people wrong information. So that is not what we're about here. So I will delay it a week to make sure we give you guys the correct information about that. So on to our actual conversation topics. First off, leading from the audio category stuff that we were talking about is audio blunders. So what are some common audio issues that we have found? Leggy, I'll let you start because I know that you have one.
Yes,
in particular.
recently discovered.
This is the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah, it's and frustrating. But so if you guys, you're streaming on PC and you want to use a controller, hook it up to Steam. And in my case, it's a PS4 controller in white. I sponsor the white PS4 controller.
If you can get Sony to sponsor us, I would be amazed.
It's not really. It's just the controller in the color of the controller. It's a very limited sponsorship. I've sold no units.
I'll still take it.
But
I'll let you continue.
So I was soft white like you. Absolutely. I would like a controller in soft white. Hold on. Nope, not going to keep going. There ended up being a problem where people were saying, Laggy, your voice sounds like it's going through a synthesizer. It sounds not so much echoey, but just a little bit robotic, a little bit twangy in the back. And some people were getting it, some weren't. And no matter what I did for a couple days, I was getting this twang. And it ended up being, once I stopped playing games with the controller, that audio issue went away. And I just kind of ignored it. And a couple days later, Crazy K came in and said he's having this problem. And I asked him, are you using a controller? And he sure was. And it's a controller with an audio jack. So this is not going to be visible, but on the bottom of your PS4 controller is an audio jack. So your computer is picking it up as another audio device, and it would like to input and output audio through that. And while on stream, I advised Crazy, hey man, maybe try disabling it and seeing if there's a way to disable it within your sounds and your settings and everything. And he said there was an audio input and output setting that he was able to disable through there. And I believe he said it hasn't happened to him since, but I haven't seen him in a while. So to check in with him on it. But I haven't played since. I've been playing other games, so I haven't needed it. But that's something to consider. If you're using I know the Switch controller, the actual non-separated pieces and stuff, don't have an audio jack. That shouldn't happen to you, but PS4 and Xbox probably will.
Right.
So it's something to definitely keep an eye on. And kind of go along with that, another thing I discovered is if I were to disconnect my microphone during stream and plug it back in, I'm using Stream Elements, the desktop audio will cease to work for the duration of the stream unless I restart the stream. So I've tried to ask Stream Elements this morning what that is. No one would answer the question. So we're still working on that one. Don't disconnect your microphone for many reasons.
It'll really screw it up.
It really will.
So, and then the next thing that we had, and I actually ran across this when I got my new microphone, and also a Stream Deck, is if you ever install any software that actually does anything with your audio, so like a voice mod software, or another common one is something called Voice Meter, where it's kind of a software mixer kind of thing. Anything that's like that, after you install it, you're going to want to make sure that anything that you actually want your voice to be traveling through, so Discord or your stream software or Skype, whatever you want everything to go through, you need to change. Typically, you need to change your I never had this issue. Nope. Yeah. is what made me think. Um, I know that you had this issue yesterday. So, you need to make sure to change your input device to the actual software name. So, like right now, I have some voice mod software running in the background. And in Discord, I actually do not have my input device as my Samsung microphone. I have the voice mod as the microphone input source because that's actually what is projecting the sound. It's sitting in between my microphone and the software in Discord, and that's what Discord is actually seeing is that software. Same thing with voice meter, and also it just can like do wacky things if you don't have like your output source set correctly as well. So because just installing audio software has a tendency to mess with your input and outputs. So every time that you're done installing it, make sure to check your input and output sources for everything that you want to be able to hear and talk from. Because it can cause some weird stuff. So,
And this is software you're using rather than like hardware, right?
correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Anything that's software based, you're going to want to check your inputs and outputs from there.
If someone had an external mixer that they're putting into their computer, you'd still be using your microphone rather than like the mixer?
Correct. Right.
Okay.
I believe. It might actually still, the input device might show up as the mixer because you're not connecting your mic directly to the computer.
Right.
You're connecting your microphone through XLR to the mixer, and then the mixer through USB interface into the computer. So it's probably just seeing the mixer.
Okay. That would
which is how you want it anyway, because that's all one source.
Right.
The mixer is doing all the mixing of all your audio sources, but the mixer sees all those things as a dependent and then puts it all into one thing and then shoots it off into your computer. So same idea, but software based. And then another kind of just common thing that we seem to have issues with new streamers is if you have a webcam that has a microphone enabled by default in your stream software, make sure that you mute your microphone for the webcam, or just go into your webcam software and turn it off. Because then you'll get echo because you'll be actually getting picked up your audio from two sources, which is not really what you want. So those are just some common things that we see. Oh, I missed one in my notes. There was also one in the topic of talking about software. With most streaming software, you have the option to not just stream, but also record yourself. So if you want to test something on how it will sound on your stream, hit the record button instead through Streamlabs or Stream Elements, OBS, OBS.live, whatever you're using, it'll have a record button. Record it, play that audio file through Audacity, and that'll be how it will sound to your viewers through your stream. So if you're messing with audio settings and you don't have a way to listen to it live, record your audio, play it back, and then adjust from there. It's a little time consuming, but it's worth it if you can spend 10 minutes getting your audio perfect, because as we all know, if your audio is not good, the chances of someone coming in and actually saying something to you while you're streaming is very, very low. Probably just leave. So 10 minutes ahead of time can fix an hour-long mistake on a stream, because it can take forever to someone to actually care enough to come in and tell you that your audio is messed up. So
yeah, and consider the fact that these people have earbuds in most of the time when they're watching. So just yell at the mic and hope it all works. Hearing the audio issues, I'm now kind of glad to be mute. Yes.
You have less moving parts.
and that,
for sure.
Vixen it's a very interesting situation that you have, because it's a unique situation for this platform especially.
Right.
And at some point, I'd like to especially get your take on how that all works and how you get past people, asking those questions and being concerned about that. Trolling. Just, you should get a microphone. I've got a couple. I could get you one. and just be talking the whole time, like just be, making them think that there's something coming out. Flip out at all times, and they're just missing the whole show.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, yeah, it's 47 mics. And now I want another one because Buns has a better one.
Don't put this on me.
I want new
Your
toys.
wife's gonna come after me.
I gotta one up you. That's what I got. I gotta get a really fucking big mic. Just
Get
compensate
big-ass,
the shit out of my
life. Hang it from the top of your ceiling.
Just a boom mic. My God. Mic envy initiated.
Megaphone, yeah, just screaming to it. Oh my God, yeah, that'd be funny.
So,
but yeah, I'm interested to see. I actually had one idea for you, Vixen, already about, because obviously with your probably the way that you'll communicate with people through streaming when you start back up is through chat text, or sign language with your webcam or something if they know how to sign. But recently I've acquired a Stream Deck, and there's a button in there that if you push it, it spits out an automated message into the chats. So if you have some pre-recorded responses that you want people to know, you just push a button and it just spits it out in chat. So that could be something worth looking into if you're interested. Just a little thought that I had.
Kind of leads into our chat command section.
Do you see how I unintentionally do these segues?
It's amazing.
I swear, I didn't plan this at all.
Bubby D, hello, buddy.
What is going on, Bubby? Speaking of chat commands, we need to make some for this channel.
Yeah. Non-intrusive chat commands.
I used to type in chat, was actually told I did a good job and communicate more than people can actually chat.
Wow.
Mid-game mods took over. I don't know if you see, so it's tougher, but okay. Yeah. Sorry, D&D night. Well, I appreciate the lurk, Bubby.
D&D night.
It. Have fun with D&D.
Bubby, hold on.
Die. All right, this is Laggy's department.
Yeah. What's your character, real quick? What do you have there?
A lizard man.
Could be. They're pretty cool.
A paladin lizard man who spits poison.
Orc barbarian. All right.
Nice.
My last character was a barb, human barbarian, mostly naked. But let's proceed.
He's just talking about his weekends. He's not even talking.
That's me LARPing. I'm out in the snow. No one can see me.
You're like active camo for yourself in winter.
I'm like the friggin' predator out there. In a couple of ways, actually. Oh.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you just need to like completely shave your head, like everything, and then just lay in the snow and freak your kid out.
Where'd he go?
But no, yeah, Vic, that's interesting with how you had the mods take over. If it was you were in the middle of something like that. But yeah, not having a PC makes it a little bit tougher. Because you obviously can't really use a Stream Deck then, but you could set up some like commands to do stuff. That's a mental image I'm gonna live without. No, everyone needs the mental image of Laggy running around mostly naked in the snow.
Yeah, if you subscribe to my Snapchat.
Premium subscribers get premium Snap.
You won't know where I am, but you'll get a lovely picture of the snow.
You know those like those pictures that are like find the mountain lion.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that.
There seems to be some back hair over here. That could be him. Could be a shrubbery.
What did I walk into? What's going on, SP? You walked into some weird shit. This is like the weirdest episode we've ever done.
So far, yes.
And I'm loving it.
I'm laying naked in the snow.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. I hope everyone's enjoying this as much as I am. Okay, so on to the actual... Fucking hell. Okay, chat commands. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
Is chat commands. So there's a couple different ways that you can make them depending on how you want to. We're gonna make that one, Gingy, and it's gonna link back to the clip that Eliza just made. So Jesus Christ! All right, this is gonna be a weird YouTube episode too.
It really is.
So if you have an actual like chat bot in your chat, obviously, which is how you'll get the commands going anyway. You can have mods if you set up the permissions correctly to be able to add commands on the fly through your chat. You can do them preemptively through your streaming software. So like I use Streamlabs OBS. You can make as many commands as you want. Shit, I actually didn't want to open it because I think it might break my webcam. Close it before it opens all the way. So what's nice about chat commands is you can do just really whatever you wanted. Stop. What are you doing, OBS? So you can do aliases. So if someone says something, type something similar to your actual command in there, if you have an alias set up for it, it'll still work. To trying to idiot proof these kind of things and stuff like that. Laggy has a pretty good example of one that he just set up. So Laggy, you want to talk about that one a little bit?
Yes.
The one that we worked on like yesterday.
We're talking about the Pokemon one, right?
Or that one, or your rip
one.
sound.
Okay, okay.
But real quick, we got two things in here.
Yes.
XP says, I have a stream deck, but all I actually used it for is insults and memes. That's not a bad use for it. I give people gambling addictions in my chat. Well, you got to bet those loyalty points.
Yes.
How it works.
I just discovered the loyalty points. I can't even say it, but I discovered it. So I've been working on, loyalty points. Trying to get some sort of commands going because I've got nothing. I've got nothing in the chat. I haven't had it this so far. And so I've just been trying to give people something else to do. And
right.
So initially, Buns introduced me to the catching a Pokemon command where you type in whatever your command is. And
I'm going to get the link for that real quick.
Yeah, it'll spit out.
Other people want it.
You've caught a level 53
Snorlax,
right? And then it'll link in your chat a link to a website that just brings up the picture of it. So very cool. So I'm going to be playing Pokemon for a while. So yes, hit that up. And so one of my things this week has been trying to get the sound of the video game capturing of a Pokemon to play at the same time. Haven't been able to figure that out. So once I get to do
that's your homework. You get 5 XP if you do that.
Oh my god. I've been talking to Stream Elements just being like, can't one thing do two things? Is that impossible? It sends text and a sound? It's not just... No, it's one or the other. Awesome, guys. Like
that can't be that hard to do.
Right.
Like, come on.
So there's that, but the other one was
kind of.
The first one I actually tried to do on my own was just the sound of bells tolling and a man weeping quietly during them. So whenever
That's
I
what
die,
he does when he's naked out in the snow.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
All right.
There's a lot of naked weeping in the Riley household.
Christ. All right. I'm done.
All right. So I couldn't work out. All right. So with Stream Elements, the only way to get a command that someone can do themselves in chat is by using those loyalty points. So to kind of give, let me open that up so I can just kind of say the brief structure of how that works. So within your dashboard, in Stream Elements. You go to loyalty settings and you set up how many loyalty points a normal follower would get per 10 minutes, per 1 minute, whatever duration you want, how many your subscribers will get, increase that, double it, whatever you want. Get those settings set up. Then you can go down to like your chat commands, which is under bot. It's third from the bottom. And it just gives you a whole list of different commands you can turn on and off, but you can go over to custom commands and start building your own. So within that custom commands, obviously you can create your own, but you can link them with your stream store. So you have to start a stream store. Okay, this is really all right.
Do you have a desktop capture that you can pull up in front of us?
Yes.
So you can show people?
This is absurd. Because the amount of steps you have to go through to do this is kind of stupid. So let me make sure there's no
have
private information
link
on
that
here.
I sent you last.
That's true. So, all right, let's turn on display capture.
Fuck, I reached the character limit. Shit.
Oh boy.
Oh god, you're breaking everything.
Oh man. Okay. Oh, hold on. All right, guys, hold up. Calm down. Here it comes. There it is. You guys can see this,
right? It's yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So on our left side here, we've got loyalty settings. This is where you set up base follower points, how many, all the subscriber points, yada yada. So you'll see up here, viewers will receive 5 points every 10 minutes. Subscribers will get 15 points every 10 minutes. So then you go down to your stream store, and you have to create create new item.
Jesus,
in my case, it's sound effects. You name it, you give it a little description, and you hit next, and then you link the sound to it. And then you give it a command. So you have to typically type !redeem, and then curly brackets within that, whatever this word is. So if you guys have problems, come to me on an individual basis. This is just going to be a brief overview because I am working it out. So then down in chat commands down here, when I was saying over to custom commands, you set up a way to access your stream store. So by giving them this command here, it'll respond in chat with this command that you type in, and it will use this cost. So I've already set these up. So it'll cost 10 to do loot. It'll apparently cost 0 to do rep. I got to change that. You have a global cooldown, a user cooldown, all that stuff. So when I type it in, you should be able to hear. Let's go over to, I hope this plays. You know, it probably won't because my desktop audio isn't connected. No, it might.
No. I'm not hearing it.
You're not hearing it?
No.
Oh, they should be hearing it.
Oh,
it's registering on my desktop. So let's turn off display.
Bong.
But little things, so when I die, they can rip me and do different things. So just beginning that, but I hope it's fun. And then I'm going to have to put into my description down below what all the commands are and what they do, so people understand and know what they are, know how to get them.
Right.
But it's pretty fun. I like doing it. That's what I spent a lot of this morning doing. And I don't want it to be like a crappy radio show where I'm getting like slide whistles and fart noises and belches and stuff happening, but we may get there.
Eventually. That's what this show is going to turn into.
Yeah,
we're not actually going to talk anymore. We're just going to hit buttons on a soundboard and it's going to make a bunch of weird noises.
But so how do Slob's chat commands work in comparison?
Pretty similar. They all try to stay pretty much the same because they want you to be able to go in between the things easier. Farts and belches are good. Fuck yeah. Yep. So Genji says, one thing I've done for my streams, if I'm playing a game that tenses me up, people can spend points to give me jump scare audio clips. Just an idea to anyone else here. Yeah, and that's actually kind of a big thing in like October for at least US based people for Halloween. I do know that Halloween is becoming a bigger thing in the UK. But if you're playing a scary game or something, it's pretty common right now to have jump scare audios or something like that. Like if someone follows, donates bits or whatever, it plays an audio sound that scares the bejesus out of people. Hey, thank you for the follow, Way Warrior. How are you doing? How are you doing? So, that's not a bad idea, Genji. Especially if they're like unique. If it's even like yourself yelling at yourself through an audio clip to scare you, I feel like that's pretty funny. I spent a lot of bits on jump scares. Just ask Revan Wicked Wolf. Well, I didn't set up any, so you didn't spend any on me, and now I'm sad.
Right. This is a whole market I didn't tap into. XP chain
next year. Next year. Maybe I'll have like some Christmas songs or holiday songs that can get played. But on that topic, not cockpick.
Cockpick. Where's the man crying again?
So to that point, I do think that chat commands are very useful if they're unique to you. And same thing with the loyalty points. So like I have a loyalty point system. We don't even have that. Legs dropped the ball on all the commands. That's what I'm blaming.
Yeah, I didn't really know about him. I'm pleading ignorance.
Well, now you can do it after this episode. You now know everything you'll ever want to know about chat.
Right.
To make our stream better.
There's going to be some nasty ones.
That's fine. I can help with those too, obviously. But so my loyalty point system, they're not just called points. I actually have them called crumbs. So if someone types in my chat exclamation point crumbs, it'll spit out their loyalty points amounts. And I made that unique to me because I'm BunsOfBread. So breadcrumbs is essentially what my train of thought was there. And then I have to go sleep, pass out, have a good rest of the stream. Enjoyed watching. Well, we enjoyed having you in here. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you reaching out earlier today on Twitter and everything. You know where to find us if you have any questions. So hopefully we see you around.
Yeah, it's going to be super late. Thank you. And nice to meet you, by the way.
Yes.
Glad you found us.
Thanks for coming in, Way Warrior. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Hopefully you didn't get a whole bunch of snow today because I know we're in a similar. It was pretty bad for me today. But regardless, chat commands are powerful if they're unique to you. I go with treats, Genji gingerbread cookies, or you can now do drinks because of the gin idea. We got a decent amount, but not terrible. I think I got like 2 inches, which I hate any amount of snow while I'm driving. Gin.
Is there anything against TOS about drinking things though?
You can drink on stream in moderation.
Okay.
And then I also know that there is a longtime Twitch partner who's like emotes and loyalty badges and stuff like that are like beer mugs and stuff. So as long as you don't go belligerent, they don't really care.
That's you, Rev.
Which gets skirted a little bit sometimes. But, so just be careful about it, obviously. But yeah, you can now call them drinks. You earn drinks by watching Jin.
Couple of shots.
Now live on stream. There's a number of stream clips of streamers, IRL streamers, or I think it's now called just chatting or whatever, getting drunk and then trying to get in their cars. That's my idea. I'm not coming to pick you up. So the loyalty point system, you can make it as unique as you want for at least the most part. Like, I don't know if Laggy, if you can change.
I don't see anywhere
points to be called something else, but
yeah,
like glitches or something to go along with laggy.
right.
It was actually in the loyalty store settings is how it had changed mine.
Hmm.
Um,
I'll look
but
though.
then I have like a bunch of commands built around my friends, regulars, the games that I'm playing. Like I have a bunch built for back when I was playing a bunch of Apex. Like if someone types an exclamation point, any of the Apex character names besides the most recent one, they get a funny little text back in the chat from the bot. So just stuff like that. And then you can also, like Laggy was saying, if you get it set up, you can use audio clips as well. The chat can actually launch themselves, similar to jump scare alerts and stuff like that Genji was talking about. So they're pretty fun. I need to set up audio commands. I've seen a lot of people do them, and I like them. I just haven't done it yet. Eliza, I know that you have at least one where it's a weird song of some nature, I believe.
Has notes in it.
It has some notes. But they can be pretty cool. It's the Cooking by the Book remix song. Okay, that's what I thought. Laggy, have you heard this thing before?
No, when she said I have a cake one, I thought it was a band cake. We're going
No.
for distance.
So I'm going to send you a link to this, or Eliza can, outside of the stream. It is hilarious, but also very loud. So I'll go ahead and throw it in Discord. That'll work. Yeah, just throw it in the general chat. That's fine. I just don't really want to put it in the chat here. Gingy has Red Dead quotes for some weird reason. Do you play Red Dead or do you just like them? So, man, this chat is blowing up and I love it. I love it. Sometimes you just really like those quotes. Not a bad thing. Yeah, I can't remember all mine. Like I think I have one. The best man at my wedding, his name is Grayson. And I have one that's exclamation point Grayson. And it says, that's Admiral Grayson JD to you, because he's very matter of fact. He's an admiral on the Star Trek forums because he's so active. And then he has his JD degree in law. So just like little things like that can be kind of fun to see.
Yeah, especially doing ones for, like, say, your top 5 subscribers could have their own thing. Right. So when they pop in, they could do, exclamation point their name, and that's how they introduce themselves.
Right. I think Rev has a few of those, right, Eliza? Like VIPs and stuff like that. Have some individualized commands. I haven't done anything with commands in a while, and I need to. This has made me excited to do commands.
Yeah, that's cool.
Quotes from when Arthur gets drunk. Oh, all right. Well, just don't do any quotes from when you get drunk on all the gin. That might be against TOS. I have one for my mod. That's about it. I don't think I have any setup. There's a Snips one. He has shout outs, stuff like that. Okay. Yeah. I have a shout out command. I have a hug command. Make you feel loved. You need to set some up, Way Warrior. What is wrong with you? Come on.
Way Warrior, what do you use to stream with? What system? Slobs, Elements?
Slobs, Elements.
Elements,
make
Slobs.
Our own software. Just old
OBS. OBS. Throwing a curveball in there. All right.
Also a love meter, which tells you the percent of how much he's in love with you. It can be brutal. He better be 100% with me or I'm coming to Oklahoma. That's all that I know. Just old OBS, huh?
I don't know what you would do.
You can use a third-party thing like Nightbot or MooBot or something like that, rather than using something built in from Stream Elements or something. That's why those were originally built, is because OBS used to be the only option.
Right.
So it didn't have any bot built in, so you had to use something like Nightbot, which is not bad. Or you can, I think there's an export feature inside of, or an import actually from any other streaming software, Slobs OBS.live, Stream Elements, and just import all your stuff. Jesus, mother, stop messaging. So that love meter is interesting.
Yeah, is that like a randomized percentage? Something like that? So it's just I'd like something like that.
Yeah.
Like right now it's like fucking 2%. Screw off.
Just me. Snipsy got 0% before. Oh, that's so unfortunate. That's
Then if
funny.
you like just play the rest of the stream that way, that you hate Snipsies.
You hate that person. Yeah, that's funny. Big oof moment. Yeah. And I can just imagine Rev was like disturbed for a second there. I can totally imagine him being upset about that, even though it's completely random. But also free for all and heist. Okay. Yeah. I have all those set up. I don't have anyone that uses them ever. I need to make a panel that has all my commands and everything like that, so people can actually just go in and check them.
Yeah.
The ones that I really want to promote, I put into my stream titles. So in every stream title that I have, it always ends with !sip and !catch. Where if I do !sip, it spits out information about this channel, and then the catch command is the Pokemon command that we had talked about. So I have a lot like that. I also have a lurk, I have a hug, I have a shout out, I have an uptime, I have a followage, so you can see how long you've been following me. A lot of these that no one ever uses, but I don't really promote them, so I guess that's my own fault.
Yeah, and what a good way to promote that would be, besides just listing it down below.
I think it's kind of be an Inception thing where you have a command that takes them to a web page that shows all your commands.
Or if there's a type commands, it just lists them in the chat.
Yeah, but if you have a lot, that could take up like a lot of room.
Yeah.
Those are all good ideas. I try, I'm full of them.
I didn't like any of them.
Also, let mod notes when they're new commands or stream specific commands that you're not putting in the title is great. That's a good idea. None of my mods are ever moderating my chat.
Haven't had a need for mods. I've kept the same 2 people watching me.
The main mod that is ever in my chat, I'm also playing with usually. So if he is in my chat, I'm probably playing Smite with him or something. So yeah, that's about it. Honestly, I don't do a whole lot with it, and I need to, and which is the entire reason that we're talking about this, is just trying to get better at this kind of stuff.
Yeah, so as some of you know, I'm going to be playing Pokemon, hopefully quite a bit. At night, I'm going to be adding a couple hours at night to play the new Pokemon with my wife on stream. So I want to make a series of chat commands purely based on that. So a theme of commands that are Pokemon related, because there's so many sounds out there that are just instilled in everybody's mind that you could just hit every once in a while.
Like the battle music, the do that while you're doing the stuff.
And just like when you go to the Poke Center, and doom 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 doom, and everything's healed.
Yep.
That kind of crap. Even though it's playing through there, but if they just want to throw it in there once in a while, say I use a potion and someone just can type that in, that kind of stuff. So you can really go a long way. It's just a matter of finding the sounds, I think, is a big part.
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of free sounds and sound effects out there, but if you're looking for specific stuff, it might get a little bit harder. But
yeah, I think I had sent you a link to something the other day.
There's that soundboard.
There's myinstance.com. Trying to pull up.
I think I've got it up. It's
perfect. Right, so these you can download and then upload into whatever you want. Like if you have a Stream Deck, you can push the button after you've mapped it and it'll play that sound effect. Or you can build it into a command or whatever you want to do. More or less.
So I'm just going to click caught a Pokemon. So there's thousands of sounds in just this one. So you would just click on the name. Once you click on the name, you can see a download button below. But there's a whole bunch of websites built around free sounds. I was on one that requires, if you use it for certain things, you have to just credit them down below, that kind of stuff.
Interesting. So they must actually make those then.
Yeah. So keep a watch out for those, because credit the people when you can.
Yeah, especially if they're going to come after you about it.
Yeah. They're not getting much out of me. Here's a light. Got a couple mics.
Yeah, just trade a couple mics.
Yeah, sorry about that. Have a mic.
I have 2 blue Yetis. Here you go. Does that cover the trademark infringement?
That's my main form of currency. I don't have a job. I just have a bunch of mics.
A bunch of microphones and some dark green paint wall.
Yes. Awful, awful walls.
All right. Well, is there anything else? Anyone got any questions about commands or anything? This is kind of a shorter episode, which is not necessarily a bad thing because last week's episode was...
Yeah, it was quite long. I mean, we're in the hour.
We're
pretty much at the hour. So
we got to wrap up the last couple things.
What's the level up?
That's what I was making sure that no one had any questions about commands, Eliza. Keep your pants on.
Ahead. Or take them off. Run outside.
I didn't say it. Laggy said.
Weep.
Lag is the one that likes to run around mostly naked in the sun.
Yes.
Okay, I'm back. Well, you came back just in time, Bubby, to get the level up.
I'm not a freak. All right. I like what I like. And I don't like pants.
All right. So before I do that, I need to record who did the level up from last week. So, shit, wrong thing. I need that one. So, Waggy, never mind, because I don't want you to break Discord. So we had a number of people finish it last week. We got Rev. So was this 5 points again?
Yes.
Okay. We got Rev up to 15. Eliza up to 15, which I think is enough for a level up. You up to 15. Me up to 15. Gingy got 5. Look at you. You're starting it. Crazy got 5. And Way Warrior got 5. Perfect. All right. I don't think we got any others, right? Nope, that's it. Okay. So. Non-serious question, Ms. Lager.
Midnight launch for Pokemon Sword and Shield. No. I can't stay awake.
Did you hear that they canceled the launch party in Tokyo?
Yeah, where like the devs were supposed to be at it and stuff.
Yeah, because everyone's shitty about the Pokemon that are being released or not being released, rather.
Like making threats at them and stuff.
Right. I'm like, calm your shit. It's Pokemon.
It's awful.
Like, it's not that big of a deal.
These people, bring back National Dex garbage. So, but yeah, I can't play until like late in the day, late in the night. Because
you got to wait for your wife.
I got to wait for the wife, and then we got to put the kid to bed, and then I can play. So
you look so sad about it.
It's awful. I just want to play. I don't play a lot of games. I have like 4 that I go through. I'm finally gonna buy one, and I have to wait for it. So unfortunately, no, Bubby. But tune in probably 8:00 Friday night. Eastern Standard.
And, well, now we're going to be competing because Friday night I'm going to be playing the new Star Wars game.
Oh.
So just bounce back and forth between the 2 chats.
But do you have a Star Wars shirt, bro?
No, but I have a BB-8 above me.
Oh, yeah. I've got like 38 stuffed animals downstairs of Pokemon, so if we're measuring here.
I got a better microphone than you.
Ah, damn it.
All right, level up before Eliza kills me.
Quantity over quality, by the way.
Shut up. So, level up for this week is on the topic of chat commands. We try to relate it back to what we were talking about this week. So, I would like people to make at least 5 unique chat commands for their channel. Like I know that Streamlabs has some templates for one, but I would like people to make their own unique one. And you get 1 XP per command. And then I would like you guys to keep those tracked, obviously, and then come back and tell me what you did or tell us what you did on the next episode. I want to see how you're advertising it, how much people have used it. I might need some help. I can do that. We can do that.
Yeah.
We got that. Let me know. We can set up a screen share or something off stream. So if anyone ever needs any sort of technology help with their stuff, just let me know. I work in IT for a living. So if you have struggles with getting a game to work or streams to work or whatever, let me know. I'll help out when I can. Like I said, I haven't made it yet. Not a problem. That's what we're here for. So you'll get 1 XP point per command. And then I just want you guys to keep track of those and kind of see how they do through the week. So the earlier you can make them in the week, the better. And then try to make a panel or however you guys want to advertise your new commands, put them out there and see how they work. If you already have at least 5 commands and you can't really come up with any others, I'm not trying to give you people an out because I know that like Gingy has quite a few, but still try to make a few. Even if it's only 1 or 2 or something, make something different.
Take something, try and make a new, like go beyond your comfort zone with those. Make a different type of chat command that you don't have yet. Have one
An
that
audio
is,
one or something.
Yeah, something that's automatic that pops up every 20 minutes. Those kinds of things. There's a lot of different ones. Ginger Babe, hello and goodbye. By the way.
Hey, you're catching the end of it. We were just talking about our level up system for next week. I know that you had some questions about commands, so we talked about some of those a little bit. But if you have any specific questions, I'll need help with that. And Buns, can you help me with my webcam, then make it look better? Sure. Yeah, I'll do what I can do. I will do what I can do.
Yeah, Ginger Babe, what streaming service are you going through? I'm hoping it's Stream Elements because that's the one I know. So if it's not,
if it's not, you're out of luck.
Yeah. Veterans Day stuff.
Not a problem. Not a problem. You can always watch it back later on YouTube or in the VOD. It's Labs. I got Stream Labs.
You're all going over there. He does IT all day, and I can't help him.
Right. So yeah, just we can maybe do. That's an interesting idea. Maybe a little bit of an out of stream teaching session little thing where we can get some people in a screen share session on my computer and we can all jump into a Discord call and go over a few things with Way Warrior and Ginger Babe and everything. Make sure chats work how they want or commands.
Might be worth recording in case someone misses it, and then we could try doing something on YouTube of like.
Yeah, I probably won't stream it, but I probably will record it. So then we can release a little tutorial or something.
Direct them there
after the fact. So, I'd be so down for that. All right, that's an interesting idea. Maybe we'll start doing that in the middle of the week. Sonya help me fix most of them. All right. Well, if you have any other questions, let me know. Maybe midweek Thursday or something like that. We'll start doing kind of little mini teaching sessions or something like that if it's needed. We don't have to do them every week, obviously, but if there's something that people want some one-on-one, or not really one-on-one, but actual like interactive help with, we can set up a Discord call and share screens and stuff like that. So make sure you're part of the Discord. That's the only way this will work. Gotta join the Discord. Or else I can't help. I can, but it's limited to this.
Yeah, or else we won't know you have problems.
Right. So.
Awesome.
All right. Anything else?
Do you guys have any other questions before we go to the outro? We have to wait 10 seconds?
We need music for our outro and intro. Even if it's not played on this, for you to at least put in the YouTube afterwards or something. play a little bit in the background as you're talking, and I'm interrupting you every time that you do the intro.
Well, okay.
Right?
You guys had your chance. So, anyone who's watching on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment below. Join the Discord. Let us know what you think. We do this Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern, but I will post it hopefully by Thursday, the latest, if on YouTube if you can't watch it. So, hit us up if you got any questions. Otherwise, you know what? I'm gonna need a naked leg in the snow emote. Just a white square. So,
Oh God.
Well, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
naked snow. What?
All right.
Yeah, we can't go
Eliza,
through
Can
it.
you find that clip? Can you find that clip again? You missed the whole thing. A whole thing.
It was slightly derailed about halfway through. There will be nightmares.
God. Yeah, I'm gonna have to post. There's gonna be so many clips posted in the Discord.
I know.
Oh Christ! All right.
All right, guys. We love you. Thanks so much for being here.
Y'all have a good night. This was a great show.
Yeah.
I love this episode. It was so much fun. So
a lot of fun.
Join the Discord if you want any help outside of the stream. We can set up stuff like that. So
all right. Have a good night, everyone.
Everyone have a good night. Thanks, guys.